Okay, the next section we're going to talk about how to use slideshow commands and how to set slide transitions and timings. Now, when you're working on a PowerPoint presentation and working in the slideshow view, it fills the entire screen, and within that screen you can actually draw on your slides, you can jump to specific slides, and the slideshow toolbar is down on the bottom left. It's kind of like a ghosted image that you'll see. So we're going to click on the slideshow button for this one, and we're going to actually start this slideshow from the current slide. Okay, and if you can see my screen, you can see down at the bottom left I've got the buttons. Right now it's not working too well to show you with the screen, so I would advise you to follow along on your computer with the PowerPoint presentation you've created. You can see in this slide here that the bottom left here, the slideshow toolbar, which allows you to do advance to the next slide, go to the previous slide. You've got a pencil here where you can annotate on your slides. You've got the option to pause your PowerPoint to zoom in on it and to close it, all within those tools down there at the bottom. Down at the bottom on page 79, here's a listing of the slideshow keyboard shortcuts that you could use to manage your slideshow. Also, there's another way to start a slideshow if you're working within the slides, and you can actually do the slideshow here. Start this slideshow, and you can actually tell it to not start from the beginning or start from the current slide. You want to present it online, and it'll set it up as a web-based slideshow. And if you want to customize your slideshow, if you have things you want to do to set it up as far as advanced options, as far as possibly constantly looping a slideshow, you may want to put on a kiosk that you may want to have people be able to watch out in public. And now we're going to talk about how to do the transitions. Now, setting slide transitions and timings, you're going to want to go over to this transition. Let's start at the first slide. You're going to go to the transition tab, and there's quite a few options that you have here as far as advancing the slide either on mouse click or after a certain period of time. You've got an option of adding some sound to the slide as it changes. You can set how long the slide is in place, and you can apply to it all, or you can design each slide separately. So let's do a duration of slides. Test your slides out by going 30 seconds, and I can't show it on here because we're not viewing the whole screen, but if you set it for 30 seconds and then apply to all, what it'll do is it'll set the duration for your slides, and they'll change every 30 seconds. You can also change it so it changes on mouse click, so you're in control of the PowerPoint. So if you set it as advanced slide on mouse click, then when you're done talking about the current slide, you click the mouse or your slide changer, your presenter doc or tool that you might have, and that'll move you to the next slide. I myself don't use the transitions timing wise very often. The only time I'd really do that is if I had a set time and a short presentation that I knew each slide had to be a particular amount of time, and I need to hit the timing on the mark. You have to be flexible when you're doing a presentation. You have to be available to answer questions on the fly and things like that. And if you have the timing set on every slide, sometimes that really doesn't work. But timings are important if you're going to have this in a kiosk or some sort of unmanned presentation mode where you're going to have a computer, possibly a laptop, sitting on a table at a display area, and you want to keep showing the slides. Then that's when you'd want to put a timing on the duration and apply it to all, so that each slide changes at a set time frame. So let's go back over to the presentation. Okay, so this was the slide commands. Transitions and timings are organized into 3 groups. And slide timing refers to the amount of time the slide is visible on the screen. You can have different slide timing for each slide.